Hello and welcome to the history of nuclear weapons. In this video, I will be explaining the remarkable story behind one of the most consequential inventions in human history. Our story begins in the early 20th century when the world was on the peak of an unprecedented scientific revolution. It was a time of great discoveries and advancements in physics. In 1905, the brilliant physicist Albert Einstein published his theory of relativity, which would forever change our understanding of the universe. Little did he know that his work would set the stage for a pivotal breakthrough. In the 1930s, a group of physicists, including Enrico Fermi, J. Robert Oppenheimer, and Leo Szilard, began investigating the possibility of harnessing atomic energy for peaceful purposes. But as world events unfolded, their focus shifted dramatically. With the outbreak of World War II, fears of the Axis powers developing devastating new weapons led scientists to consider a darker application for their research. In 1942, the United States launched the top-secret Manhattan Project, an unprecedented scientific endeavor aimed at developing an atomic bomb. Scientists, engineers, and military personnel worked tirelessly to bring this new weapon to fruition. On July 16, 1945, the first successful test of an atomic bomb took place at the Trinity site in New Mexico. The immense power of the bomb was undeniable, marking a turning point in human history. Less than a month later, on August 6, 1945, the world witnessed the devastating consequences of nuclear weapons as the United States dropped an atomic bomb on Hiroshima, Japan. 3 days later, a second bomb fell on Nagasaki, leading to Japan's surrender and the end of World War II. The end of the war didn't bring an end to the nuclear age. Instead, it marked the beginning of an era defined by geopolitical tensions and the race for nuclear supremacy, the Cold War. The United States and the Soviet Union, two superpowers locked in an ideological struggle, embarked on an arms race, stockpiling nuclear weapons in unprecedented numbers. The world teetered on the edge of nuclear annihilation. In 1962, the Cuban Missile Crisis brought the world closer to nuclear war than ever before. Tensions soared as the Soviet Union installed nuclear missiles in Cuba, just a stone's throw away from the United States. Fortunately, cooler heads prevailed and the catastrophe was averted. In the subsequent decades, efforts were made to mitigate the risk associated with nuclear weapons. The signing of international treaties such as the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty and various arms control agreements sought to prevent the spread of nuclear weapons and reduce existing arsenals. The end of the Cold War in the early 1990s brought about a significant shift in the global nuclear landscape. The Soviet Union dissolved, and the world entered a new era, with fewer nuclear-armed nations but persistent concerns about proliferation.